Okay, so moving on to Battlefield episode 4. Sorry, which episode? I actually watched all 4 because I had the new Blu-ray. And it was actually the special edition, so I guess it was just Battlefield. First of all, a very quick quote from my friend Gemma, who has no interest in Doctor Who whatsoever, but loves watching these videos just to hear me quote. So Gemma, this is for you. There will be no battle here! Okay. So Battlefield. This is a toughie because this is a story that I have never really admired very much in the past. However, upon watching the special edition, which adds very simple things like establishing helicopter shots of the Brigadier flying to London, it is so much better as a special edition. Okay, things to admire. The Brigadier is back and he's looking a little podgy in that jumper, but he has a fantastic rapport with both Sylvester McCoy and Sophie Aldred. Speaking of those two, they are at their height in season 26. Whilst Ace is written a little bit juvenile, I think the two of them together, it's just magic. They just work. And it is a point in 80s Doctor Who where finally they get the Doctor and the companion right. And this is kind of like the last chance to see them really having fun together before things get very dark in the next 3 stories. You have got a brilliant performance from Jean Marsh as Morgaine, who is simply one of the best Doctor Who villainesses that ever... Not Doctor Who villainess. Gender doesn't matter. She is brilliant. I really like the fact that she can be kind of cruel, cowardly, and really thoughtful at times. She plays those scenes for all that they're worth. You listen to Jean Marsh on the extra features, and she recognises as well just how well written this part was for her. I like the fact that Ace has Shu Ying, so she has her own little companion. Not too sure about that racist moment. I can see what they're trying to do, but I don't think it translates particularly well. Okay, I have to admit something. I do not mind Kev McCulloch's music. I recognise it is not Doctor Who's music at its most atmospheric, but it certainly kind of stamps a date on the story. And I think this might be one of his best scores, up there with Time in the Rani. It's slightly less intrusive than usual, and I don't know, he really kind of captures the sort of magical moments of the story, the sort of sword and sorcery element. The action is a little ropey. There's just lots of really charming scenes in this, like lots of extra little charming scenes. The final scene where they drive off in Bessie and leave the men to do all the work. The Doctor blowing the crisp bag. The whole of the Anselin and Bambera relationship. Bambera is a great character, by the way, who should have come back. I don't think it's top tier Doctor Who, but I do think it is Doctor Who heading in the right direction. Script wise, I think they're doing a lot of really good things here. A lot of the performances are good. The direction is not as dynamic as perhaps it could have been. I just think if Graham Harper or Douglas Camfield was doing this, it would have been far, far better, far more sort of robust production. But Battlefield is very entertaining, and I think to watch a single episode, it would literally just fly by. So yeah, it is a very reasonable first step in Doctor Who's last year. Certainly not a show on its last legs.